Hello and welcome to Calm English. I'm Emma.
And I'm Jake. It's so good to have you here with us today. Take a slow breath and let your shoulders drop. There's nothing to hurry for.
If you are new here, this is a slow English podcast. We speak slowly and we keep our words simple, so you can just relax, listen, and follow along.
You don't need to understand every single word. That is completely okay. Just let the language move past you, gently, like a slow afternoon.
And if you like, you can read the words on the screen while you listen. Listening and reading together is a wonderful, calm way to learn.
So get comfortable. Maybe make a warm drink. There is nothing to finish here, and nowhere you need to be.
Today, our topic is soft and slow and very gentle. We are going to talk about the gentle art of doing nothing.
Doing nothing. Resting. Being still. It sounds so simple, but for many of us, it is one of the hardest things in the world. So today, let's slow down together.
We'll talk about why we feel we must always be busy, the value of stillness, resting without guilt, and how to give yourself permission to simply be.
But first, let's look at a few words. We call this part today's words. We will use them many times, so let's learn them now.
Our first word is rest. Rest. It means to stop working or moving so your body and mind can feel calm again. For example, after a long week, we need to rest.
The second word is slow. Slow. It means not fast, moving or doing things gently with plenty of time. For example, a slow morning feels so peaceful.
The third word is enough. Enough. It means as much as you need, so you do not need any more. For example, you have done enough today. You can stop now.
And the fourth word is breathe. Breathe. It means to take air into your body and let it out again, softly and slowly. For example, just sit and breathe and relax.
So again, our 4 words. Rest, slow, enough, and breathe. Don't worry about remembering them perfectly. You will hear them many times today.
Let's say them once more, slowly. Rest. To stop and let yourself feel calm. Slow. Not fast, with plenty of time.
Enough, as much as you need so you can stop. And breathe. To take air in and let it out softly. 4 gentle words for a gentle topic.
You might already feel these words just by thinking about them. Close your eyes for a second. Take a slow breath. Tell yourself, I have done enough. I can rest.
That feeling right there is what we want to talk about today. So let's stay in that calm, quiet place and just chat for a while.
I'm ready. There is honestly no better topic for a slow day like this. So, Emma, let's begin, gently, with no hurry at all.
Okay, Jake, let's start with a simple question. When you have a free hour and nothing you must do, how does that feel to you?
Honestly, at first, a little strange. My mind says, you should be doing something. I have to remind myself that it is okay to just sit and breathe.
Yes, so many of us feel that. We are so used to being busy that doing nothing feels almost wrong, as if rest is something we must earn.
That's exactly it. We carry a quiet voice that says, be useful, do not waste time. And so a slow, empty hour makes us feel guilty.
But where does that voice come from? A small child does not feel guilty for resting. A child can sit and watch the clouds and feel no shame at all.
That's so true. The world teaches it to us slowly, over many years. We learn that busy means good, that a full day is a worthy day, and we forget how to stop.
Yes, we learn to measure ourselves by how much we do, by the long list of tasks we finish. And so an empty page in the day can feel like failure.
But that is such a heavy way to live, isn't it? If we only feel good when we are busy, we can never truly rest. The work is never really done.
It never is. There is always one more thing, one more task. The list never ends. So if we wait for it to be empty, we will never stop.
So today, Emma, we want to say something gentle and maybe a little brave. That doing nothing, sometimes, is not lazy. It is healthy. It is necessary.
We are not machines. We cannot run and run without stopping. Even a strong, healthy body needs rest, especially a strong, healthy body.
Let's talk about that, the body, for a moment. Because rest is not only kind, it is how we heal. It is how we get strong again after we use our energy up.
That's right. Think about sleep. It looks like we are doing nothing, but the body is busy, quietly fixing itself and growing strong for the next day.
I love that. Rest is not empty time. Inside the stillness, something important is happening. We are filling up again, slowly, like a cup under a soft tap.
Yes, and the mind needs that too. When we rest, our thoughts settle, the noise quiets down. And often the best ideas come, not when we push, but when we let go.
That is so true. Have you ever tried hard to remember something and you just could not? And then later, while resting, the answer simply floated up.
Oh, all the time. The harder I push, the more stuck I am. But the moment I stop trying, the answer arrives, soft and quiet, on its own.
So, in a strange way, doing nothing can be very useful. The mind needs space and quiet hours to do its best, gentlest work in the background.
Yes, we think we must fill every moment. But sometimes the most creative thing we can do is leave a little space empty and simply breathe.
Now, Emma, I want to talk about a word that causes a lot of our trouble. The word productive. We all want to be productive. But what does it really mean?
That's a good question. To be productive usually means to make things, or finish things, or get a lot done, and that can be good. There is nothing wrong with it.
Of course. But the trouble starts when we feel we must be productive every hour, when even our rest has to be useful, when we cannot simply stop.
Yes, I have felt that. Even on a day off, I think I should learn something or fix something or improve myself. I turn my rest into one more task.
And then it is not really rest at all, is it? It is just quieter work. The body sits down, but the mind keeps running, and we never feel truly calm.
So maybe the gentle art of doing nothing is learning to rest without a reason, to sit and breathe and just be, with no goal at all, simply because you are alive.
I love that. To be allowed to exist without earning it. You do not have to produce anything to deserve a quiet afternoon. You are enough, just as you are.
You are enough, just as you are. That is such a kind thing to hear, and many of us never hear it. We are always told to do more and try harder.
So let this be the place where you hear something different. You have done enough. You are doing fine. You are allowed to stop and rest right now.
Let's talk about the idea of guilt, Jake, because that is the real thief here. We could rest, but the guilt comes and it steals the calm from our quiet hours.
Yes, the guilt is the hard part. We sit down to rest, but a small voice whispers, "You are being lazy. You are wasting time. You should be doing something useful."
And that voice can be so loud. It can take a peaceful afternoon and fill it with worry. We rest our body, but our mind is busy feeling bad about it.
So how do we answer that voice, Emma? When the guilt comes, what can we gently say back to it? This is one of the most important things we can learn.
I think we can say kindly that rest is not lazy. Rest is part of a good life. A field that is never allowed to rest will stop growing good things. People are the same.
That's a beautiful picture. Farmers have always known this. They let a field rest for a season, so the soil can grow rich again. The rest is how the land stays strong.
Yes, and we are not so different. We need quiet seasons too. Slow days, empty hours, they are not wasted. They are how we grow rich again on the inside.
I also like to remember this. You cannot pour from an empty cup. If you give and never rest, soon nothing is left to give. Rest is how you refill.
That's so true. So resting is not selfish. It is how you stay kind and patient and warm toward the people you love. A rested person gives so much more.
So next time the guilt comes, you might say, I am not being lazy. I am refilling my cup. I am resting the field so I can grow good things again.
Yes. And you might also say, I have done enough today. Even if the list is not finished, the list is never finished. But you have done enough.
I have done enough. What a gentle, freeing thing to say. It gives you permission to put the day down and rest, even while some things are still undone.
Now, Jake, let's talk about stillness itself, because there is a quiet beauty in just being still. In sitting and doing nothing and simply watching the world go by.
Oh, I love stillness. Sitting on a bench in a park, watching the trees move in the wind, not waiting for anything, just being there, fully present.
Yes, when we stop moving, we start to notice the small sounds, the soft light, the air. Life comes into focus.
That's the strange gift of doing nothing. When we are busy, life rushes past in a blur. But when we are still, the small, beautiful things have room to be seen.
I think of an old man I once saw, sitting quietly in the sun, not on his phone, not reading, just sitting, watching the day with a soft smile.
I love that. He had learned something many of us have forgotten: how to simply be, how to enjoy an hour without filling it, how to let time pass.
Yes, and I think children know how to do that, too, before the world teaches them to hurry. A child can lie in the grass and watch a bug for a long, happy time.
And they are not bored, are they? They are deeply content. So maybe doing nothing is not something we have to learn. Maybe it is something we have to remember.
That's a lovely thought. We knew how to do it once. We were born knowing how to rest and be still and simply be. We just need to find that quiet part of us again.
And the good news is, it comes back quickly. Sit still for a few minutes and breathe, and that calm, childlike part wakes up again. It was waiting all along.
Let's talk about why this is so hard in the world today, Jake. Because I think it has become harder than ever to simply do nothing. There is so much pulling at us.
Oh, it is so true. We have these little screens in our pockets. The moment there is a quiet gap, we fill it. Waiting for a bus, we look at the phone.
Yes, the empty moments are gone. They used to be everywhere, waiting in a line, riding a train, sitting in a quiet room. Those small pauses were a kind of rest.
And now we fill everyone with noise and news and 1,000 bright pictures. The mind never gets a moment of stillness. It is always being fed something.
And then we wonder why we feel so tired and so full and so unable to think clearly. The mind is like a room that is never tidied. It just keeps filling up.
So part of the gentle art of doing nothing today is choosing to leave the screen alone sometimes, to let a quiet moment stay quiet, to just sit and breathe.
Yes, and it can feel uncomfortable at first. The mind wants its noise. It says, give me something, anything. But if we gently wait, the discomfort passes and calm comes.
That's an important point. The first few minutes of doing nothing can feel strange, even restless. But do not give up. Stay with it. The stillness opens like a flower, slowly.
I love that. It opens slowly. So if you sit down to rest and your mind is busy and noisy, that is normal. Just breathe and wait and let it settle like dust in still air.
And little by little, the calm arrives. The thoughts slow down, the breathing softens, and you find a quiet, warm space inside, there all along.
Now, Jake, let's talk about slow mornings. Because for me, a slow morning is one of the purest forms of doing nothing, and one of the kindest gifts I can give myself.
Oh, a slow morning is heaven, no rushing, no alarm pulling you out of bed, just waking up gently and lying there a while, watching the soft morning light.
Yes, and then a slow cup of tea or coffee with no place to be. You hold the warm cup and breathe, and let the morning begin in its own gentle time.
There is something so healing about that. Most mornings, we leap up and rush. But a slow morning tells the whole body, you are safe. There is no hurry.
And it sets the tone for the whole day. When we start slow and calm, we carry that peace with us. When we start in a rush, the rush often stays all day.
That's so true. So even if you only have 10 quiet minutes in the morning, use them gently. Do not grab the phone right away. Just sit and breathe and ease into the day.
Now, Jake, I want to share a small memory, if that is okay. A quiet day that taught me something about the value of doing nothing.
Oh, please. I would love to hear it. There is no better moment for a soft, slow memory than right now.
A few years ago, I was very busy and very tired. I went to stay with my aunt for a weekend. She has the slowest, calmest home I have ever known.
That sounds wonderful. What was it like staying there? I'm already picturing a quiet house and slow, soft hours.
On the first morning, I woke up early, ready to do things. But my aunt just smiled and said, "Sit down, have some tea. There is nothing to do here."
And how did that feel at first? I imagine your busy mind did not know what to do with all that calm.
It was so uncomfortable at first. I felt restless. I kept thinking I should be doing something, but my aunt just sat, calm and content, watching the garden.
And slowly, you began to settle? I think that is how it works. The calm of one person can quietly teach the calm to another, just by sitting close.
Yes, exactly. By the second day, something in me let go. I stopped rushing. I sat in the garden for an hour doing nothing, and I felt deeply, quietly happy.
That is such a beautiful thing. You found that the doing nothing was not empty at all. It was full of peace and rest and a kind of happiness you had forgotten.
It really was. And I came home different, lighter, calmer. I had remembered something simple but so important, that I am allowed to rest, that doing nothing is enough.
And you still remember that weekend clearly, while 100 busy weekends have faded away. The slow, quiet days are the ones that stay with us, aren't they?
They are. The busy days blur together into one big rush, but the still, slow days where we simply sat and breathed, those are the ones the heart keeps forever.
Now, Emma, let's gently talk to the person listening. Because in a way, right now, you are practicing this very thing. You have slowed down to be here with us.
Yes, that is so true. Right now, wherever you are, you have made a small, quiet space in your day. You are not rushing. You are simply listening and breathing and being.
And maybe part of you feels you should be doing something more useful. But please, just for this half hour, let that go. This is your time. This is enough.
Yes, you do not have to do anything else right now. You do not have to be anywhere else. You can just sit and listen and let the slow words wash over you.
And learning English this way is part of the lesson. You are not forcing it. You are not stressed. You are simply resting in the language, slow and soft and easy.
Yes, please do not worry about the words you do not know yet. Just let them flow around you, slow and steady. Some will stay. That is more than enough.
That is such a kind way to learn. No pressure, no rush. Just warm, quiet, steady practice. A little each day, like soft rain feeding a garden over time.
And the more relaxed you are, the more you learn. A calm mind is an open mind. So this slow, restful feeling is not only nice, it is good for learning too.
So thank you for letting yourself rest with us for a little while, for slowing down and breathing and sharing this calm, quiet half hour with two friendly voices.
Now, Jake, let's talk about a fear that I think stops many people from resting. The fear of falling behind. The worry that if we stop, even for a day, we will lose our place.
Oh, that fear is so real. We feel everyone else is rushing forward, and if we pause, we will be left behind. So we keep running, even when we are worn out.
But here is a gentle truth. You cannot run a long road at full speed the whole way. If you never stop, you will not stay ahead. You will simply break down sooner.
That's so true. Rest is not falling behind. Rest is how you keep going for the long road. The person who rests well and slowly often goes the furthest in the end.
Yes. Think of a runner in a long race. They do not sprint the whole way. They find a calm, steady pace. They breathe. That is wisdom, not weakness.
And in life, the road is very long, so we do not need to rush every day. We need a slow, kind pace we can keep for years. Rest is built into that pace.
So if you stop to rest today, you are not losing the race. You are running it wisely. You are caring for the one body and the one life that carries you all the way.
I love that. Be kind to the one who has to go the whole distance. That is you. So rest now, so you can keep walking, gently and steadily, for many years to come.
And remember, you do not need a whole free day to rest. Even 10 quiet minutes count. Even one slow breath in a busy hour is a small, real act of rest.
That's a lovely reminder. You do not need a perfect, empty week. You only need a small, quiet pause. A few slow, breathing minutes that belong only to you.
Now, Jake, I want to talk about boredom. Because when we first try to do nothing, we often feel bored, and we treat boredom like a bad thing to escape from quickly.
Oh, that's a wonderful point. We run from boredom. The moment we feel it, we reach for the phone or any little thing to fill the empty space.
But boredom is not our enemy. It is just the quiet space before the calm. If we sit with it gently, without running away, it often turns into peace or ideas.
Yes. Some of our best, slowest thoughts come on the other side of boredom. The mind wanders, it plays, it dreams, but only if we give it the quiet space.
That's so true. So the next time you feel a little bored, try not to fill it right away. Just stay with the empty feeling. Breathe, and see what slowly rises up on its own.
It might be a memory, a new idea, a soft feeling you had pushed away, or simply a deep, quiet calm. Boredom is often the doorway to stillness, if we let it open.
I love that. The doorway to stillness. So we do not have to fear an empty afternoon. On the other side of that emptiness, there is something soft and good waiting.
Now, Emma, let's say a word for the people who live very busy lives and who truly cannot rest much right now. People with hard jobs or small children or both.
Yes, that is so important. For some people, a slow weekend is just a dream right now. Their days are full of care and work with very little quiet time.
And to those people, we say, be very gentle with yourself. You do not need a whole free day. You can find tiny, quiet pauses even inside a busy, full life.
Yes, one slow breath while the kettle boils. One quiet moment looking out a window. 1 minute of stillness before you fall asleep. These small pauses are real rest, too.
That's right. You do not have to wait for the perfect empty day. So gather the small, quiet moments where you can, like little drops.
And those little drops add up. A few slow breaths here, a quiet moment there, all through the day. They keep your cup from running dry. They keep you whole.
So even in the busiest life, you can practice the gentle art of doing nothing, in small ways. A pause, a breath, a moment looking up at the sky. It all helps.
And please remember, this busy season will not last forever. Things change, children grow, times of rest will come again. So be patient with yourself for now.
That's a comforting truth. Life moves in seasons. Busy times and slow times come and go. So if this is a busy season for you, just hold on gently and breathe and be soft.
Yes, whatever season you are in, you can always find one slow breath. And in that one breath, there is a tiny, quiet rest, a small island of calm in the middle of it all.
Now, Emma, let's give our listeners something simple to do. A small, gentle practice to carry with them for the next time they want to rest, but do not know how.
Oh, I love a simple practice. And this one is so gentle. The next time you have a few quiet minutes, do not reach for anything. Just sit down comfortably and stop.
Yes. Find a soft chair or a quiet spot by a window. Let your shoulders drop. Let your hands rest. Then take one slow, deep breath all the way in and out.
Then say to yourself, gently, I have done enough. There is nothing I must do right now. For these few minutes, I am simply allowed to be still and to rest and to breathe.
And then just sit. Do not try to fix anything. Do not make a plan. Do not reach for the phone. Just notice your breath going in and out, slow and soft.
If your mind starts listing all the things you should be doing, that is okay. Do not fight it. Just gently come back to your breath again and again with no judgment.
Even 5 minutes of this is enough. It is a small, quiet gift you give yourself. A tiny island of rest in the middle of a busy day, and no one can take it from you.
Yes, and when the 5 minutes are over, you may notice something. The world did not fall apart. Nothing went wrong. You simply rested, and now you feel a little lighter.
And that is the secret. The world can hold itself together while you rest. You are allowed to put everything down, breathe, and pick it up again.
That's right. The gentle art of doing nothing does not really come from having a free day. It comes from giving yourself permission to pause and rest wherever you are.
And that permission is always yours to give. You do not have to wait until everything is done. You can choose any time to stop, breathe, and say, "This is enough."
Yes, doing nothing is simply a gentle teacher. It shows us how to slow down and be kind to ourselves. And once we learn it, we can carry that calm into any day.
What a lovely thought. The stillness teaches us to rest, and then the lesson stays warm and quiet inside us, ready for the next busy, noisy day.
So whoever you are and wherever you are today, please remember this. You are allowed to slow down. You are allowed to be still and to simply do nothing.
You do not have to earn your rest. You do not have to be busy to be worthy. Sometimes the kindest, wisest thing you can do is nothing at all.
That feels like a beautiful place to begin to close, Jake. Shall we take a slow moment and look back at everything we talked about today?
Let's do that. Let's gently gather it all together, slowly, with no hurry at all, while we breathe, and let this calm hour come to a soft end.
We talked about why we feel we must always be busy, how the world teaches us that resting is lazy, until even a quiet hour makes us feel guilty.
And we said something gentle and true. Rest is not lazy. Rest is necessary. We are not machines, and we cannot run and run without ever stopping to breathe.
We talked about how rest heals the body and clears the mind, how the best ideas often come not when we push, but when we let go and leave a little space.
We spoke about the guilt that steals our peace and how to answer it, by remembering that a field must rest to grow and that you cannot pour from an empty cup.
We talked about the quiet beauty of stillness, how children know how to simply be, and how we can remember that calm, childlike part of ourselves again.
We shared a memory of a slow weekend, and how doing nothing turned out to be full, not empty, full of peace and rest and a quiet happiness we had forgotten.
We were gentle with people who are very busy and cannot rest much right now. We said, gather the small, quiet pauses where you can. They are real rest, too.
And we gave you one simple practice. Sit down, take a slow breath, tell yourself you have done enough, and just rest, fully, for a few quiet minutes.
Let's also remember today's words. Our first word was rest, to stop working or moving, so your body and mind can feel calm again.
Then slow, not fast, moving or doing things gently with plenty of time, like a slow, peaceful morning with nowhere you need to be.
Then enough, as much as you need, so you do not need any more, like saying, I have done enough today and now I can stop and rest.
And breathe, to take air into your body and let it out again, softly and slowly, like one slow, deep breath that helps your body relax. 4 gentle words for a gentle topic.
Rest, slow enough, and breathe. We hope these words feel a little more like home now, and we hope they bring you a small, calm feeling whenever you hear them.
Thank you so much for spending this calm half hour with us today. We hope it felt warm and soft and gentle, like a slow afternoon with nothing to do.
And remember, you do not have to wait for a free day to rest. You can give yourself a small, quiet, gentle pause anytime you need one. You are always allowed.
So as you go back into your day, we hope you carry a little of this calm with you. A slow breath, a quiet moment, the gentle knowing that you have done enough.
And if you're enjoying these calm episodes, please take a second to subscribe and leave a like. It really helps us keep making them, and it means so much to us.
We make a new calm episode like this every week. So if you would like to slow down and practice your English gently with us again, we would love to have you back.
You can listen again anytime. Many people play these episodes while they rest or fall asleep or sit quietly. However you listen, we are so glad you are here.
Until next time, be gentle with yourself, take a slow breath, and don't forget to give yourself permission to rest. Take care.
Goodbye for now. From me, Emma.
And from me, Jake. Stay calm and see you next time.